Happy Sunday. Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm so glad that you were able to join. I hope that you had an amazing week. If you would, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up just as a way of taking attendance tonight. I apologize that I was not available last week. I was traveling to the great state of Missouri. I spent Hi, Candy Crusher. Hi, Miss Pretty Brown Woman. I spent last Sunday traveling out to Missouri. Spent the week about 10, 15 minutes outside of St. Louis for work. And when I got there, my plan was to go to the outlet, and I did. The weather was absolutely amazing because I packed some of the warm Georgia weather with me before heading to the airport, so I was able to enjoy it while I was there. And quite honestly, the time just crept up on me. I did spend some time in Coach, in Michael Kors, and looked in Kate Spade. Not anything that you probably haven't already seen on another channel with the Shop With Me videos. And honestly, I was just enjoying the weather. It was crazy for the weather to be like in the upper 70s, but there was also still snow on the ground. And all of the stores at the outlets there were kind of pretty centrally located. So I threw on a crossbody and just kind of walked around and enjoyed. And believe it or not, I literally only purchased one thing, which is not what we're deciding about tonight. So I have shown you the Kate Spade key ring. I think it's a 6 key ring holder that I've been using for my keys, and that's just not quite working for me because my key fob is so large. And my sister still hasn't found anything, so I think I'm going to give that one to her. And I decided that I was going to pick up and repurpose a AirPod case. So I just plan to drop my key fob in here and snap it and attach it inside my bag and let that go, because on the key ring this isn't quite where I would feel comfortable keeping my cards and stuff. So my plan is to repurpose, and I might even attach like my house keys here and see how I like that. If it doesn't work, it's red, I can always give this case like to one of my iPhone family members that will absolutely enjoy it. But I'm on the hunt to try to find something other than the key holder that will fit my keys to my liking. So that's the only thing that I purchased. And since I'm an Android user, I don't do Apple. Okay, I made a couple of purchases, and I need you to help me decide. I think I've already decided on one, which are the shoes. The bag, not so sure because I haven't seen it like out and open. My sister chimed in on the shoes. She said absolutely not for her because they remind her of Birkenstocks, and she is absolutely not a fan. Really, I'm not either. But I did want to try the Tory Burch Cloud or Miller Cloud sandals, and that's what these are. I picked them up during the private sale. They literally only took 2 days to get here because their distribution center is only about 35-40 minutes away from this area. So they come really, really quick. The color that I wanted was sold out, so I decided on another neutral. And I did size up from a 10 to an 11 just because in my prior experience, the Tory Burch sandals are cut on the small side. So My sister ended up purchasing a Tory Burch bag. She sent me the link for that. I get, she was good with that one. I sent her the link for the shoes, and she said, for me, as in for her, no. But she said, hey, I think I understand why you like them. So let's see what they look like in person. She might have been right about these. These are the cloud. I like that this is neutral against my complexion. I think it's good, right? It doesn't truly read snake. It's gonna blend in. But I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? I like the emblem. Um, I like that they appear to have a little bit better, like arch support as opposed to just the plain Miller sandals that are completely flat. I'm gonna have to try them on to see how they look on my foot because they are definitely giving me Birkenstock vibes right now. But I bet you these are so much more comfortable than the regular Miller sandals. So the fact that I like the color combo of the emblem may supersede the look. They just don't look very. I don't even have a word. I don't have a word. But now that I am seeing them in person, fresh eyes here, I am understanding why she said, not for me. They look like Birkenstocks. Maybe I think it's this court style sole that's maybe throwing it off for me. But I like this. I like this. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try it on with something to see if this bothers me. Like, even though I purchased last year a lot of sandals that had the white sole, it wasn't until like midsummer that I realized I don't care for shoes that have white soles. Now I have some and I'll wear them, but they're not my favorite because it's going to be difficult to keep them clean. This doesn't have the white sole, but I'm also not 100% sold on it. But I do like the contrast against the natural snake and the cork. I'm going to try them on. I will let you know if I decide to keep them. I bet you they are so much more comfortable than the regular Miller sandals. I do still want to pick up a pair of the Miller in the red. I don't have red yet. But I did enjoy my Tory Burch sandals last summer, so these may be the first of the season, of the first purchase of the season. Okay, let's get to the bag because that's what you're all here for. Okay, I completely missed out on the Tory Burch Kara Chevron shoulder tote quilted bag when all of my other tribe sisters were going hard. I had a bag from Michael Kors that was quilted in black. I've never carried it. It has only been stored. And when I pulled it out, because the leather of it was so soft, it looked like I had been on 10,000 road trips and date nights and like maybe even ran a go-kart over it. It just, the leather or whatever it's supposed to be leather, it just doesn't appear to age well. Maybe it will re-puff, re-stuff once I pull it out, but it caused me to steer clear of Kira. I then decided that I really liked the look of like the neutral taupey bone kind of color palette in this bag, and then the sales were gone, right? Because everyone wants those neutral colors and the black. Then it disappeared, and now it's back. But it was, when it posted, Shani Cole posted it. I was going back for the red, which was advertised on the private sale before Valentine's Day. By the time I saw the post and actually checked the site, it was gone. So this color was available. And I'm not really sure that it's going to, I'm not sure what it's going to do. I did talk to Mo Knows Beauty, about the color, because this color is in one of her Tory Burch bags, and she shared with me what it looked like to her, and I'm not sure it's gonna work for me as a solid color bag. I do like my fair share of colors, but I am not a true brights girl unless you count red, because I'll buy that over and over and over again. Okay, so the color is Bright Samba. So that's the color here, Bright Samba. And Mo described the color as kind of more orange in color than red, which now has me nervous. Oh, it's kind of looking red on camera, but it's got an orange undertone to it, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't think this is a color. It's not red, and it's really kind of looking maybe more orangey red on camera. This is not a color that I would gravitate to. I don't have like shoes this color. I can't think of anything in my wardrobe that I could immediately pair this with, other than maybe a black or white from a solid color. Rosalind, are you being funny? My shirt is cool on. So some of you are aware, some of you are not. My nephew had to have major surgery on Friday. Not ideal because I was in Missouri, so I couldn't get there. So I'm just trying to get through the first couple of days of the week, and then I am out of here again to help my sister care for him, and then on for another work trip, and then back to help take care of him, and then work trip, and then back to take care of him, and then back home. So all of that to say, I may miss a couple more Feed Your Addiction live streams. I am going to try to get some things filmed in advance so that they can premiere. But if you miss me on a Sunday, just know not only am I going to be the cool aunt, I'm going to play my role in helping him to recover. This shirt it has orange. It's kind of a blend between pink and orange. And I do like the feel of the leather. I like the quilting. What I love more than anything about this silhouette of bag over the Kurt Geiger is that the Kurt Geiger bags Uh-oh, I can't pull that out. I'm not going to completely unpack it until I make a decision on whether I'm going to keep it or not. The Kurt Geiger bags, the chain straps come through the top of the bag. They loop down and then actually attach to the center zip in the bag. And I like the Tory Burch silhouette a lot better because it keeps the chain in the flap so that it's not obstructing getting in and out of the bag. You know, you're having to play Tetris to get your things out or get your wallet and items in. So I really do like that. I have seen my fair share of folks around the city that didn't go with a neutral Tory Burch color palette. I'm talking about like the pale pink and the sky blue or pale blue colors, and they look really nice with them. I just don't know that this is going to do it for me, this color. Can I make this color be red? What do I have that I can compare it to that's red? That's close by. That's what happens when you try to clear stuff away. It doesn't, oh, it doesn't work. Okay, so it's not pink. It's, right? So this is like the orchid color. And then I have, where is, oh, here, wait. Let's do it color. Because this to me is pink. Compared to this, it does look more red, but it's not. But it's also not super orange either. Okay, I do wish this bag had a pocket on the back, but it does not. But I do like the fact that the quilting flows through to the back and the bottom of the bag. The Kurt Geiger ones that I have looked at have been smooth on the back, which to me is just disruptive to the entire vibe of the bag. I like the gold hardware. Yeah, Bat Crazy, it is giving more coral type vibes. I might be able to do this. Now the question is, what is it going to fit? It has, I don't know about this hardware. This hardware is giving me soft Coach vibes. Let me see if that's how this magnet is going to do. If this hardware isn't right, this is going to seal your fate, bright Samba. Okay. That's actually a little bit stronger than Coach. It feels, but it looks like it's the same. And then once I actually get it snapped with stuff in it, okay, see how that doesn't stick up very much? That means that, well, the magnet isn't going to be super strong. I don't know whether it's the color that's throwing me off or whether it's now the hardware. Is it just not a Duniatic bag? It has, okay, it has a light lining zipper pocket on the back. It does have a recessed center zip here. See that? So I'm not sure what will fit. Let me see if my phone will fit in there. Maybe I'm just really not. Oh, wait a minute. My phone went in there with no problems. Look at that. Case and all. Center zip. No issues. did I just change my mind? It also has, it's got some more organization in here. Hold on. Am I changing my mind? Could this be a summer carry? Okay, so it has a zipper pocket on the back. So there's that. Then here in the center, I'm not unpacking it until I am for sure that it's going to work for me and that I'm keeping it, and I'm not 100% there yet. And then it does have the center zip. My phone did go in with no problems, and I didn't have to, play Tetris to get it in or out. So that is a win, and that would give me a dedicated place for my phone since it doesn't have a back outside pocket. And then on the front here, it has two slips or card slots. They feel a little bit bigger than, they are much bigger than regular credit card slots. But that also means that if I wanted to put a card case, or if I wanted to forfeit a wallet and just stack cards in these two, that would work. I am loving the color of the lining. It's giving me thicker twill kind of textile, almost like a burlap, minus some of it's not that rough texture though, but it feels nice and smooth. The bag is not heavy at all. I just don't know about the color. I really have my heart set. Oh, let me get this. Let me turn my, people are texting. I really kind of had my heart set on a neutral color. Something that I would reach for year round. And this is definitely not going to be a color that I reach for. Look, it doesn't even do anything for my complexion. What could I use this with? It's not red, and I know as soon when you put it with a red, so I'm not going to be able to just throw it on with anything and make it work. I don't know. That's not it. I don't have anything else in here to maybe I need to go play in some accessories and see. But I'm not sure this is a keeper for me. I'm concerned about the color, for starters. I'm concerned about the capacity, because y'all know how I pack a bag. I kind of wish it had an outside pocket so that I don't have to go inside for like my phone or my boarding pass or mask, things like that. I am loving the way that the strap attaches and the color of kind of the antique gold hardware, but this is giving me Coach vibes, and this is the same issue that I've had with every other Coach bag that has this magnet on it. So Keisha, even though I love Cassie, and I think this one probably will have larger capacity than Cassie, I wasn't able to get my keys in Cassie. And there were a couple of other things that I downsized when I carried Cassie. And I carried her for a while and I fell in love and I bought others. I don't think I would have the same issue with keys on this one. Why what I'm missing something. Why am I not, what am I missing? I think it's the color. It's not the color that I wanted. It was the red, or whatever Tory Burch calls the red in this bag. And this one was available. It was on sale, but of course it's post-inflation sale price. And based on that price point, I don't know that I like it enough to keep it in this color. I have already started kind of curating what I plan to use at least spring, and some bags that I want to carry for the summer. I know that that is going to evolve. This bag is going to absolutely be back in rotation again. But to be honest, I think most of the bags that I've already planned are pretty neutral. And this one is not. I do have a wedding to go to in July. But it's an evening wedding, and I think this is too bright for my planned attire or color palette for that. And I was really hoping. The stitch work on here, though, is amazing. Not a stitch error, not a pop stitch, not one that is out of line. The craftsmanship is beautiful. And then to see the chevron pattern on the back. I also, did I say how much I love the way these straps attach over the one from Kurt Geiger, because it doesn't disrupt the entry and exit of the bag. I think I may need to maybe look for this maybe in black. When would I carry it? When would I reach for it? I believe I would reach for the black more than the bright Samba. I cannot believe I just said that in public and to be captured, memorialized on YouTube forever. It's not speaking loudly to me. You know what? It's not going to matter what the color is. This hardware for me is going to, it's going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem for me. Man. Okay, let me get the comments up. Let me see what you all are saying. I've kind of talked myself out of it already, but let's see what you all say about it. Okay. So Lisa J's World likes the color. Have a good night. I'm purse happy too. Oh, I'm sorry. Phenomenal personality. I'm reading names, not messages. C. Lily said, don't talk yourself into keeping it. Just let it go. Mo likes the color. Fancy Girl said, oh no, not liking the color. Is it a bit different between orange and reddish? Got to get used to the color. Gina Johnson says, I think it's gorgeous. Suz is right. A white blouse and jeans. Gorgeous. White here in Georgia, more than often, yes. Jeans here, it was 80 degrees already here today, y'all. It's March, like early March, March 6th. That can get really hot. I don't know if I would reach for this in the fall. I also don't know that I guess I could do neutral sandals. Okay. Dawn Hill says, I love the black gold. Have so many black and neutral bags. Only have a few pops of colors because I'm just not a bright color girl. The color is nice, but if you're not loving it, no point in keeping it. I agree. You have to be able to picture yourself carrying it. And Dawn, I can't. I thought I could when it was reading a little bit more red, but it's not. It's not red. It's not a bad color. It's not a bad. The color is gorgeous. It's not red, which is what I originally went to the site to purchase. It Man, I like the way this hardware looks on this bag. I like the way it attaches. The snap, this closure is going to be a problem for me. Okay. Fancy girl, I can see you with this bag. What would you pair it with? Oh, Mo says that she can see fancy with it. I could see that too. If you're not loving it, you won't use it. It has to go back. The color is pretty, but I would have a hard time matching it with my clothes. That's what I'm struggling with right now as well. Bag Twins says she loves the Tory Burch bag. She got the same one during the sale. What are you pairing it with? Oh, that's y'all, I am all over the place tonight. That's Fancy Girl saying that she got it and she likes it and picked it up during the sale. I'm gonna get better with this. I'm off. Listen, this week, let me just kind of pause right here with the comments. So, one, I had not previously, I had Missouri in my territory with prior companies, but someone just left and they asked me to take on Missouri. No problem. I've had it before. I'm good with the state laws and all of that other stuff. You know, I can have a I can fall in love with a team and teams fall in love with me very quickly at work, so I wasn't worried about that. Um, but they had some activities that were planned this week that was last minute travel. I'd already planned to be off the end of the week because of my nephew's surgery, so that completely was thrown off. Um, Early mornings, late nights, trying to get to everyone, all of the folks that work in the site. Then we had an accident in the building where there was an overhead water supply line that was damaged, and there was a sprinkler head and water supply line which was separate that were damaged. I have not seen that much water since the tribe was in the Bahamas. Like, for 90 minutes there was water flowing from the ceiling like it was raining inside the building. So that was a whole fiasco. There was a team meeting where two people got into a really ugly verbal altercation, which creates more drama, more work, more. It was just a ugly week. It kicked my butt. I've been worried about my nephew. Hi, Rachel. And the week went by fast. But baby, let me tell you, every penny they paid me last week, I earned it. And my plan is starting tomorrow to get every penny of it back. So it's just been an off week, and then I was hoping that this bag was going to be like love at first sight, but I'm not going to say that I am not a bright bag purchaser, because I have like the dandelion, I have the lemon, I have the orchid, but it's not red. hardware, black of the outside pocket. I gotta decide on this one. It's not love at first sight. And while I want a bag in this silhouette, I don't know if it's really gonna be for me. And I think that's okay. But I don't know that I knew for sure until I got it in hand. So deal breakers, beyond, because I knew it didn't have an outside pocket. I was kind of hoping that it would. But I do like over the Kurt Geiger. I love the fact that the quilting continues on the back. Kurt Geiger is smooth. I think it's cut off and then smooth. So that's a miss for me. I also like the way the chain hardware attaches, because it's a free flowing, doesn't interfere with the entry and exit of the bag because it's in the flap. The Kurt Geiger one that I looked at, it does attach to the center, so that was off. I love the fact that my phone fits in the center zip. Love the back zip, front card, oversized card slots. Love the color of the hardware, but this is going to be a problem for me. It's going to be a problem. And on that note, I think I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. Someone else will love to unpack it, and it will be exactly what they are looking for color-wise. I don't think I'll have... I had FOMO over missing out on buying the bag because I think all of my tribe sisters purchased it and purchased multiples. I did not. And since I didn't and it disappeared, FOMO kicked in like times 5. It came back, different price point even for the sale, not the color that I was hoping for. But now that I've dissected it in person, I think I'm good letting it go. Even though I think it has a little bit more capacity, I'm sure, than Cassie. Do I have a Cassie with orange on it? Hey, Mo and DJ King, doesn't the I think it's called Ginger Cassie, doesn't it kind of have like an orange, like more of a true orange, rusty type color in it? I think it has yellow, the ginger orangey color, and maybe cream or white. Am I making that up? I know I have that Cassie. It is two-tone, right? Doesn't it have like a little bit of an orange yellow feel to it? It's been... Somebody tell me I'm not making that up. Let's see size-wise. Hold on. I think I've got... Oh, no. This is... So, Rosalind... I told my mom about the Miss Jane Pittman bag that's sitting right here. And I told her, I was like, I don't think I'm going to carry it. And then I was out and actually saw someone carrying it and was like, okay, that's not that bad. And my mom told me, she said, when you find that bag, bring it to me because you're not going to carry it. And she's right. So it's here and I'm going to pack it up and take it to her. but I do think that it's a little bit too large for what she's carrying right now. But from a size comparison standpoint, this is, I think this is the Parker top handle Parker that they sent me the wrong color in that I didn't figure out until well into the pandemic. But size-wise, Parker is taller even without the top handle. I think they're about the depth. They're about the same in depth because you're only looking at this space, not the feet, so to speak. Parker may have a little bit more of a base to it. Yeah. And then Parker does have an outside pocket, although I think it's pretty non-functional, but this one does not. And then Parker, of course, has the strap, D-rings for the strap, top handle that does not interfere with the interior access of the bag, right? So no attaching. And then there's also not the center. She asked us, she told me to bring it to her, and I'm going to be obedient because this bag does not stand a chance in my collection, even with me dressing it up. I think I will do a little bit better with the black Courier. Yeah, I think I'll do better. Size-wise, I like this size, so I think I would be okay with this size because this is larger than Cassie, but I'm not gonna reach for this. I'm not gonna reach for it. The look when reality kicks in. Okay, this color. It's looking red on camera. It's kind of looking red, but it's not. I think I made a decision. And, FOMO, it kicks in. You make purchases, you make the decisions based on it, and then sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes, for some bags, the hype just doesn't translate to everyone. While this one did not, I do have another top handle Parker that did, right? So you're just making sure that you find the right thing for you, your carry, your preference, and now that this one is going back, I can take the time to find something else either already in my collection to enjoy, or finding something completely different to add. But I think I'm going to part ways with this one. I don't know that I would have felt any different about this bag had I gotten it in the red or the neutral color, which was my first pick, primarily because the hardware is the hardware and the snap is the snap. And it all looks like that Coach hardware that I have critiqued over and over and over again as not being a favorite, not being strong, not being favorable for me in my collection. And while this one has a little bit of strength, it is also very much empty. And once I pack the bag, I am not so sure that it will. I'm not so sure it will work out. This one, while it does not have a hard bottom, based on my in-store experiences with the Kurt Geiger bags, this one does feel like it's a bit more structured. The leather doesn't feel like it's going to give and sag and pucker. I just think that overall it feels a bit more well constructed. I also think that in comparison to the Kurt Geiger leather, and I was back in store today, right before this, to actually look at a couple of Kurt Geiger bags, just so that it was fresh on my mind, knowing that this bag was what I wanted to talk about tonight. This doesn't feel as soft, as delicate as the Kurt Geiger ones. I'm not sure. I think this leather, while it will show wear because it is a softer leather, I don't think that it's going to show the wear and tear and the stretch as much as the Kurt Geiger ones. Kurt Geiger, size wise, is probably better for me, but the fact that it doesn't have the quilting on the bag is a no for me. The way the straps attach to the center and the inside. So the strap, for those that maybe have not seen it, this all would be attached down to the center. So you'd have to, and when you're getting stuff in and out of the Kurt Geiger one, you have to deal with these chains being attached to the center zip. And that, even in store, that was just a deal breaker for me. I shouldn't have to fight the straps in order to get stuff in and out of the bag. Neither one of them have a back zipper pocket. I think that the Tory Burch one is going to stand more of the test of time if you're looking for a contemporary brand that will wear better, as in wear and tear, wear better. I think this is the way to go. For me, I just would want a different color. And maybe in the future, if they update this hardware to something different, then I will absolutely pick this bag back up. But the hardware, that's going to be a no. Happy to know that my phone will fit. Adjustable shoulder strap. It does have, it's not all antique gold. It does have the leather strap here, so whether that's on top of the shoulder, if you're carrying it as a shoulder bag, or instead of having the chain when you are carrying it as a crossbody or long, instead of having the chain rest across the top of the bag, which will interfere with the leather and could cause some wear and damage to the leather, it does have the leather pad here that will rest center, and that to me is huge. I just need a different color and some different hardware. And based on that, I don't know that I will end up with this bag or this bag style in my collection unless Tory Burch does a little bit of a refresh. And I say refresh, I'm talking about beyond like the current matte finished hardware that they're doing. I'm saying an actual changing of the clasp is what I would need, a stronger magnet in order for me to say, go back and look for another color because you can now make it work. So that's it for me. I've got to decide about, the Miller Cloud sandals. I'm going to try those on the carpet, see how they fit. This is going to get packed away and it will be exiting front door, back to the store, UPS, FedEx. I don't even know how you return with Tory Burch because I've never done it before. So I've got to figure that out. But this will be making an exit this week. So thanks for helping me decide. It really is a pretty color. Anyway, the decision has been made. Please hit the thumbs up before you head out. Be sure to stick around after the live ends and watch another video or 3. Turn on the bell alert so that you do not miss any of my future uploads or live streams. And again, over the next couple of weeks, I apologize if I'm not here on Sunday. But I'm gonna go and be the cool super aunt and help my nephew recover because he's got a little bit of a journey ahead of him. So I hope you all have an amazing week. For those of you that are in the state of Missouri, if the weather gets cold again, rainy, I apologize. I did bring my weather back to Georgia with me when I left on Friday. That was the commitment I made with my team, and I apologize if the rest of you have to suffer through that. I'm gonna give the AirPod case a try for my keys because I'm not feeling the key fob in the who's the brand? Kate Spade. I love the color, but the key fob is just too large. So I think I'm just gonna drop it in, snap it, and let this just kind of hang out in my bags until I find something different that I think will work. That's all I have for you. Again, please be sure to hit the thumbs up before you head out. Have an amazing week, and until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care, everyone.